Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you and starting the month of July. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. I like to talk about budgeting for the most part, and I throw a little bit of faith in there too as well because that is part of my passion in life. And I love talking about these things. I love sharing my budget and hoping to help others to get into budgeting and kind of put their life on a trajectory that is positive for them. And I really love that. So, and if you're a returning subscriber, I'm really excited to have you coming back and checking out my videos and seeing what's happening next. So this month, July, a lot of things going on. I went ahead and laid down all my monthly stickers. I did a monthly video a couple days ago, and so now I have that all set. I did make one change, which is why I'm on my monthly page. I started having my grass cut every week because it's growing so super fast and getting super long. And so I went ahead and hired them to come once a week. And then I changed my mind about paying them weekly and asked them, and this person that I am paying is a friend from church, so I see him every Sunday and everything, but I was like, hey, can I pay it for the entire month and just give you one check every month? Because I hate getting fives. I can't get fives out of my ATM. I don't like going to the bank, things like that. And he's like, sure, just write a check for the month and I'll come every week. I'm like, great, perfect. So he doesn't have to pick up money every time. He's already prepaid for the entire month. And the first Thursday of every month, I'll just put a check for the next month. So that is going to work out beautifully. Super excited about that. Though when the check clears, I will be checking these all off, knowing that that's what went through. So today is paycheck 1 of July. Sorry about that. I have landscapers outside, speaking of, and so I didn't realize they weren't done yet. So anyways, paycheck 1 of July. This is where I'm at. This is what we're going to do and work on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this page out of the book. I'm going to zoom us in and we are going to write out what I am needing for the first paycheck of July. So I will be right back. I am back. So here we go. Paycheck 1, I'm going to write in all the income, and then I'm going to write in all the expenses that I expect to come out, of bills and expenses I expect to come out for paycheck 1, which is July 1st. I'm going to let my calendar through July 8th. So it's basically the first 8 days in July, and that's what we're covering right here before my husband gets paid again with his salary check. So the first checks that we get the first of every month, or just before the first of every month, are military retirement, and then VA disability. Now, sometimes we get VA education benefits, but my husband is currently not taking classes because he is a contractor for the Navy and he is active going out to sea with ships as a civilian contractor. So when he is home, he will do classes. When he's not home, then when he's not home, he's not doing classes right now. So he does not have VA education benefits, but we do also have rent from our son. And I always add dividends. Our son has autism and he gets SSI money. He pays us rent. We pay his medical with that rent. And then we also pay for any utilities that are his part and groceries and all that stuff. So that's what we have there. And it works out pretty good. And he still gets to keep a good portion of it for himself for any kind of recreation or clothing or whatever he needs. And so he gets to take care of himself that way. And then I'm just going to leave this blank in case something pops up between now and the 8th, which I don't think there will be, but occasionally something does. So military retirement is, oh, you know what? I can't leave it blank. Just realized I usually put this at first at the top, but I made this mistake and I forgot. I do need to write the balance forward. If I need to add more, I don't know what I'll do. I'll figure it out as I go. I might add it with one of the others and just put it as an actual later. And that's fine. But I'm pretty sure nothing else is going to pop up. But let's do the balance forward. So a balance forward is nothing more than a rollover or whatever the buffer is sitting in your checking account before your paycheck is deposited. So when I checked my account last night, the buffer in our checking account after all the bills of June had come out and been paid and taken care of and all the good things, we still had $292.73 in checking. Then my husband's paychecks came in. So we had a deposit of $1,497.18. Sorry about that. The landscaper's driving by. Then we had another deposit for a VA disability for $2,160.18. And then my son pays us rent of $664. And we had 2 pennies for dividends, which is why I combined it with my son's rent, because it's an easy place to put it and I don't need an extra line for 2 pennies. So I always tack it on the end of my son's rent because I don't charge him change for rent. It's an easy place to put it. So let's total this up and see what the budget looks like for the month for the paycheck one for the month of July. So here we go. So this is what's sitting, well, it's not actually all of it sitting in the checking account just yet. But once I transfer the 664, which I'll do later, this is what will be sitting in my checking account with my husband, $4,614.11. And that is the money available for this pay period to pay our bills. That's what's in there today. And this is what's going to cover us for the first 8 days of July. Now, with the first 8 days of July, one of the first things that has to come out is the mortgage. And the mortgage is $1,900 and, is it 900? Yeah, and $80.06. This is the last month that we will be paying this amount. We had an escrow bill that came in, and we had the option of paying the difference that wasn't covered enough in the mortgage payment for the previous year. And the escrow amount was $160 some dollars, $63, I think, and some change. And so I paid that, and then that leaves our mortgage balance increase about $10 more than this. So anyways, what I was saying was our mortgage is going to go up in August. It's going to go up roughly $10, $12, something like that. It's not the mortgage amount where it's principal and interest that's going up. It's the property tax. So the escrow is where the property tax goes and your homeowner's insurances, and they pay the property tax and they pay the homeowner's insurance for you out of this mortgage payment. This is just a way that banks make sure everybody pays all these different things that could be a risk for your mortgage loan. So, and that's about all I know about it. This is our first home, new to mortgage, new to all the financing for that. But I do know every year they do reevaluate and make sure enough property tax was paid to the city or whatever state or whatever they're paying, and then for property tax. And then they will also make sure we have enough going to our homeowner's insurance. And if there's a shortage, then we have to either pay the difference, or we can roll that into the mortgage coming up with the new changes. Well, if I had let the $163 roll over into the mortgage and I let it go that way, it would have rose my mortgage payment up over $2,000, and I'm really trying to keep it right at $2,000, right below $2,000, and so I went ahead and paid it. So next month you'll see $1,990 some dollars and some change. So we'll see what that looks like. The next thing we have is Greater Europe Missions. I call it GEM for short because it's a lot of words, and it's a tithe to our VA disability that my husband gets. And we've been tithing this for quite a while, so we love it. And we love the missionaries that we're supporting. They're friends of ours, and they're just amazing people. So that's that's where that goes. Helping Hands at our church is $200, which has already come out. I'm going to go ahead and put the actual there. And that is just, you know, a slush fund basically, or some kind of small fund that the church keeps that you can put money into. And that way, if people in the church or in a community are in desperate need of help, that's where the money can go to help someone if they have, you know, if they can't quite make their mortgage payment and they're about to lose their home or something like that. Or if they have their car broke down, it's the only vehicle they have to get back and forth to work and they need a new water pump or something. You know, just helping hands is what it is. And we do financial. We either purchase something or we pay it forward somehow, or we give the money to buy groceries or whatever is needed. That is what it's for, and we love doing that and giving to our community that way. Next thing I have is natural gas. So this is gas for the house. We have a gas hot water heater, fireplace, and things like that. The only thing that's really running gas is the hot water heater. So when we shower, wash dishes, dishwasher, I'm trying to think what else would be using the hot water. Not many things do, and this will steadily go down over time. Right now we're at $41.62. I've seen it drop as low as $25, depending on the rates of the gas, natural gas. So there's that. That should be coming out very quickly. Let's see. Humana Health. This is my son's health insurance. And that is $459. So this rent that he pays, most of it gets to cover that. And I'm fine with that. I love my kid. He's 22, but he's awesome. So there's that. Now I'm going to put in here Boss Land and Lawn. I'm going to put it in twice. And here's the reason why. In the month of June, the last week, that check has not cleared. So I zeroed it out and didn't count it part of the budget on the last Paycheck 3 of June, and I'm moving it here to July. So this is Boss Land and Lawn. Just put their initials, and this is for the grass cutting. I think, oh, what day was that? 6. Let me look at my calendar real quick. I have right here. All right, he cut grass on the 24th. There we go. All right, so for $6.24, and that's for $55. So he does have that check. He just needs to cash it. I wrote another one today for the entire month of July. So July. I'm just going to put the whole month, and I'm going to put the amount $275. And I've given him the check. I'm just waiting for it to clear. So that is what we have to work with. Now I do need to put in here grocery household. Move this up a bit so you can see. Restaurants. Miscellaneous. Gasoline. And the budgeted amounts for those. So I do need to refer to my notebook, so give me a quick second. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So here is for week 1, which is also Paycheck 1 for gas and groceries and stuff. So grocery household, I'm budgeting $300. Restaurants, I am budgeting $162. Let me fix that. That looks sloppy. All right, $162.50. And miscellaneous is $137.50. And $62.50 for gasoline. And this is just for Paycheck 1 in the first 8 days. So where I get my numbers for budgeting for my paychecks are in my weekly check-in. So I will show you my breakdown for my weekly check-in. So weekly check-in this month, I'm only doing 4 weeks. And this is my total for the month. And see if I can get all of it on here. There we go. So my goal is, and what I did was took my monthly amounts that I chose for this month. I thought I'd get a little bit more because there's some cookouts and things like that for groceries and household. I normally spend $1,000 on average a month, and this is including everything that you eat or you buy for your home. That could be chemicals for cleaning supplies, or different random things that you buy for your house or decor or things like that. So that's all in one place because I usually buy everything in one place. If you go to a regular grocery store like a Food Lion or a Kroger's or a Harris Teeter, even a Walmart grocery store, that's what I'm talking about. If you can buy it in one place and that's how you shop, then that's how I budget. So, and that's how I typically shop. I don't like dividing my receipts up into categories. So one receipt, that's it. So grocery household will be $1,200 this month. It's $200 more than usual. The rest of them stayed the same. I typically budget $650 for restaurants, especially when my husband is home. He loves to go out to eat, so we budget that. And then miscellaneous is $550, and gasoline is $250. So, and that might have to go up because our gas prices are going up it's about $3 a gallon. If it gets any higher, then I might have to bump that up because my husband is home and he is driving more to the office and to the bases and stuff like that. So that is that. I do plan for my weekly check-ins the July 30th and 31st as part of the August 1st paycheck, as far as budgeting for the weekly check-ins. Other than that, everything else goes right here in the July month, and this is my setup for paycheck 1. So let's total up what I budget for spending and bills and all the things for paycheck 1. Okay, so there's the magical number. I have $3,904.93 budgeted to spend for the first 8 days of July. Now I'm going to take this number and I'm going to make it a negative. I'm going to hit my plus sign. I have to say that out loud or I mess it up every time. And then I'm going to take what's left in the budget, and that will be my buffer in my checking account. So $4,614.11. So I should have $709.18 left in the bank account by the end of paycheck 1, unless we choose to spend the buffer, and that's usually an unbudgeted item. If you watch my weekly check-ins, that's where I put it, and I also will put it here. So I'm going to go ahead and write this number down, $709.18. All right, so that's the buffer. If I want to spend out of this buffer and I want to account for it on this paycheck sheet, budget sheet, what I do is I write what it is, what store it is, or what I purchased. I put a 0 for budget and then just put the actual. And that actual is what's going to deduct out of that amount down here that is left, income minus expenses. So as long as I keep track of how much is left in the buffer and how much unbudgeted I've already spent, if any, then I will know what money I have available. But hopefully I won't have to spend any. We'll see. So I'm going to zoom us out and be right back. Okay, so that is it. That is my paycheck 1. I am set up for paycheck 1. The next paycheck to paycheck video will be on the 9th. And what I'll do is I'll close out paycheck 1 and I'll set up paycheck 2. And you'll see the numbers and what will balance forward from that. And yeah, I'm excited for the 4th of July. I'm excited for activities. I'm excited for the summer and doing things. We've got some things planned. We haven't quite budgeted for all of them, but we're going to be working the plan this summer. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.